Beowulf is an epic poem from Old English literature that tells the legendary tale of a heroic warrior, Beowulf. The story is set in the 6th century Scandinavia, a time when fierce warriors and monstrous creatures roamed the land. The poem consists of approximately 3,182 lines and is one of the most significant pieces of early English literature. The epic begins with the kingdom of Hrothgar, the Danish king, who builds a grand Mead-hall called Heorot to celebrate his victories and honor his warriors. However, the peace and joy within the hall are disrupted by the malevolent presence of a fearsome monster named Grendel. Grendel, a descendant of Cain, is plagued by jealousy and hatred for the happiness of the humans, and he begins terrorizing Heorot, slaughtering the king's men during the night. News of Hrothgar's plight reaches the Geats, a tribe in Sweden ruled by King Hygelac. Beowulf, a young and valiant Geatish warrior, hears of the monstrous attacks and sees this as an opportunity to display his courage and prowess. He decides to sail to Denmark with a band of loyal men to aid Hrothgar in defeating the vicious Grendel. Upon their arrival, Beowulf and his men are warmly welcomed by Hrothgar's court. Beowulf introduces himself and recounts tales of his past heroic feats. He declares that he will confront Grendel unarmed, relying solely on his strength and God's favor to defeat the monstrous adversary. That night, as Grendel strikes again, Beowulf confronts the beast in hand-to-hand combat within the confines of Heorot. The fierce battle ensues, and with supernatural strength and cunning, Beowulf manages to rip Grendel's arm from its socket, mortally wounding the monster. Grendel flees to his lair to die, and his reign of terror comes to an end. The victory brings great jubilation to the Danes, and Hrothgar showers Beowulf with gratitude and generous gifts. However, the celebrations are short-lived, as Grendel's mother, a powerful and vengeful creature, retaliates by attacking Heorot in search of her son's killer. She abducts one of Hrothgar's closest advisors, Aschere, and retreats to her underwater lair. Beowulf, undeterred by the new threat, resolves to face Grendel's mother and ventures into the treacherous waters of her lair. In a grueling underwater battle, Beowulf wields a magical sword, loaned to him by Unferth, a Danish warrior, and finally succeeds in slaying the monstrous mother. Having defeated both Grendel and his mother, Beowulf returns to Geatland, where he is welcomed as a hero by King Hygelac and his queen, Hygd. Beowulf narrates his triumphs and presents the spoils of battle. In time, Beowulf becomes the ruler of the Geats after Hygelac's demise, and he reigns wisely and valiantly for several peaceful years. However, a new threat arises when a fierce dragon, guarding a treasure hoard, is awakened from its slumber by a thief who steals a precious cup. The dragon's wrath spreads destruction throughout the Geatish kingdom, and an aged Beowulf realizes he must confront this formidable adversary to protect his people. In a climactic battle, Beowulf faces the dragon with the help of his loyal warriors. During the conflict, Beowulf's young companion, Wiglaf, courageously aids him. Unfortunately, Beowulf is mortally wounded in the struggle, but he manages to deliver a fatal blow to the dragon. With his dying breath, Beowulf bequeaths his kingdom to Wiglaf, urging him to continue to defend their people. Beowulf's death is met with great sorrow and mourning from his people. He is remembered as a fearless and virtuous warrior, whose legacy will forever live on in the songs and stories of the bards. Beowulf stands as a timeless epic, celebrating the virtues of heroism, bravery, loyalty, and the indomitable spirit of mankind in the face of adversity. Thanks for watching.